Okay, hello, it's Shelly Rose May, Art by the Métis Mama, and I am working on a journal charm. I'm trying to finish off a journal that I have been working on, but I thought it would be nice to come on and do a video and share kind of my process, I guess. Let me see here. I like that one. It's a spirit. Put these ones. So these are some of the handmade beads I made. I need to put words on the rest of them. I like it when they have a little word on them. So let's see if you guys, I'll just zoom in just a little bit. Try to stay in frame here. All right. Oops. Okay, so first thing I want to do is add some, always start with some smaller beads first. What am I gonna do here? Do a couple smaller beads, and then I'm going to move over here to pick something out, kind of like this one. I'll put the spirit on there. Let's see how that looks. I need something else. Like this one. Let's see how that looks. Go this way. I'm just going to trim this a bit. And down here. If I can. It's pretty thick. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it, but let's try this. That's better. I like that. And I need something else here. Let's see. Maybe this one? I wish I had like a bead that had kind of like a bigger what's it called? What am I trying to say? I don't know. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to color, oops. I'm going to color some of this white because it's too white. I need more color on here. So I'm just using my acrylic paint pen here. Yeah, I'm trying to finish this journal. I thought I'd come on and share my process of how I make my bead charms. Okay, that's better. I like that a lot better. There we go. And what else should I put on here? Kind of like this one. It says a glass bead. This gives it a little bit of weight. Yeah, like that. And we're going to go smaller now. Let's see. It's like a blue one. Should I do blue? I'm kind of looking for some other colors. Oh, here's a green one. Let's try the green one instead. I think I like the green one better. Yeah, because the journal has green on the cover, so I don't want it all to be, I want it to have similar colors basically. So and then I think I'll go to the smaller beads over here and grab some, let's see here. Need some purples. Here's a small purple one. And then I think that's it. Then we'll close this up. And I just twist. Okay, and then we'll snip that. Where's my... Where's my wire cutters? Okay, that's good. Now I need put these aside. Oh wait, no. I need a charm. I need a charm to hang off the end. I need to replenish my charms. I'm really getting low from all the workshops that I've done. Maybe I'll do one of these big feathers. Gold or silver? I think I like this one. And we need okay, now I need some kind of string. I don't know if I like this. So here's the journal, and I'll do a flip through once I'm done this. I don't think this is the right one. I'll know it. I'll know it when I see it. Okay, I like this one. It's got a little bit of gold in it. I like that. Let's see. Get in there. I'm just going to do this. And then this title not here. Okay, and then we need a jump ring for this one. This one's kind of a heavy duty one. Where's the a bit stronger? I'll put it on here. Beautiful. I like that. Now, do I want to hang it here on the side, or do I want to hang it from the bottom? I feel like the bottom would probably be better because the Sasquatch is, this is just a Sasquatch. I think it's kind of its own. I think it's best on its own like that. So I think I'll hang this one down here. So I'm gonna have to open this up. Now, there's the inside of my journal, but how I'm gonna put this in, I don't know yet. I'll put it here like this. Like, how do I put it on? Okay, I'm gonna have to think, how am I gonna do this? Maybe I should just put it with this. Yeah, maybe I will. I think I'll do that. So I'm just gonna, I just put a little, what do you call these things? I don't remember the name of them. Light bulb pin? Okay. Okay. And I'll just trim this. Okay. Maybe it's a little bit too long though. I think I put it too long. Let's do this. Let's fix this. There. Okay, there we go. There, I like that better. So again, let's do a flip through now. Let's get this party started here. So this is the closure, and it's some of this book. Excuse me. This is actually a ribbon skirt scrap, and the original fabric is, see if I can find some to show you. Well, here's part of it. You can kind of see part of it there. Yeah. So I don't think I have a better one to show you, but essentially, yeah, it's salmon. So this is fabric made by a Métis artist, and I've actually included one of her bookmarks in here. Here's her Indigenous Nouveau, I can never say this, Indigenous Nouveau. There, got it. Kaja Heatland. I hope I'm saying that right. But I order from her all the time. I order her fabric. Like, this is some of her fabric. Isn't it gorgeous? In the Métis style. Like, here's a birch bark with blueberries. Here's some more of her fabric. These are all her scraps that she has made aprons or ribbon skirts or different things that she makes out of, and then she saves them for me because I always order them from her, and I use them for making my dolls and other things like this. So in this journal, you will get this as the closure for, so it's a piece of her ribbon skirt scrap. So that's the front, brave one, journey within and remember who you are. And in our Indigenous teachings, we believe that the Sasquatch is, the message of the Sasquatch is used interchangeably with the raven and the coyote because they can shapeshift into these different animals. Here's the back side with some more ravens. It looks like I got a little bit of paint on there, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of touching up. Let's do some touching up right now. Make it look like it's all natural by just adding some blue. This is why I love mixed media art, because it's so forgiving. When you make a little boo-boo, you can fix it relatively easy without really noticing it too much. And then I'll put a little bit of blue up here. Okay. Looks pretty good. And then a little bit on the spine, just for consistency. Okay, there we go. Okay, so again, all I did, so I sewed in my signatures, and then I got this Sasquatch air freshener from the Rocky Mountain House gift shop at the museum. And yes, it does still smell. And I just pinned it on with a light bulb pin. You see me make this charm. This is one of my handmade beads, fabric beads out of ribbon skirt scraps. And I just added it to there. So let's open it up. I'll put this bookmark back in. So the first pocket, you get one of these bookmarks. I included the teaching of the Sasquatch. Sasquatch carries the teaching of honesty. To be honest is to be someone who is trusted and who speaks with truth. To never lie and always be genuine. The Sabe, or Sasquatch spirit, shares, say what you mean what you say, and always stay true to your values. The best way to honor the spirit of Sabe is to speak from your heart and be true to your word. Never try to be someone else. Live true to your spirit and accept who you are the way the Creator made you. And this is from Jolyn Partino, who's a Métis writer somewhere in Medicine Hat. I found this teaching online, but you can get these teachings a lot of different places. And different tribes have similar but slightly different teachings, but generally speaking, for Cree, that's what the Sasquatch message teaches. So the first pocket you're going to get the 7 Sacred Teachings paper doll series that I carry. We have Buffalo, which carries the teaching of respect. We have Eagle, which carries the teaching of love. We have Turtle, which carries the teaching of truth. We have Beaver, which carries the teaching of wisdom. We have Sasquatch, or Sabe, which carries the teaching of honesty. We have Wolf, which carries the teaching of humility. And I was out of my bear, because these are a set. I was out of my bear ones, but I had these bear ones. So you're going to get this different bear one than I normally, this is a new one I'm offering, but bear teaches courage. So, and then you get one of my sacred girls in her ribbon skirt and her berry bucket. And then some words: a warrior, worthy, every child matters, and native pride. I'm putting those in there. So these are all my spirit doll paper dolls. So first page, let me make sure I'm still recording and I'm staying in frame. Okay. So my phone tends to cut out on me sometimes. So there we got Turtle, carries the teaching of truth, right on the first. So this book has 3 signatures, and I believe there's 10 pages in each one. So that's a calendar. And then I took a quote out of this book. This series is one of my favorite series ever. They are filled with so much wisdom. The Sasquatch Message to Humanity. So this is book 3, Earth Ambassadors Cooperation. And this is a quote from the book. And this is a message from one of the Sasquatch elders. And her name is Tiamat. I'm not sure if I'm saying that properly, but Tiamat. And this is her message to humanity on October 20th, 2017. Listen to your guardians, for they know the way and have been here a long time to watch this huge game play out. They are drawn to you and you are drawn to them, as you are family, and they want you to find your power through love and innocence. The more innocent you are, the more you are attracted to innocence. Those of you who thought you were naive in your lives are the ones who will have the connection, for you are the eternal children, the ones who will bring the new earth forth. Stay kind and humble and keep the understanding that help and guidance are just on the side, and we are listening to you. Excerpt from the book, The Sasquatch Message to Humanity, Earth Ambassadors Cooperation. So, yeah. So I thought that was a nice message. And the reason I like this message is because a lot of my work is innocence. And it's actually something I tell people a lot, that I love the innocence. Like, I love children's artwork. I love the innocence of it. And a lot of people describe my artwork as sweet and cute and playful and fun and so innocent. And that's exactly right, because I just love that type of artwork. I don't like perfection art. I like art that looks whimsical and fun. So that message really stood out to me, and I just wanted to share that in this book. I wanted to share something out of this book, and I highly recommend people to read this, especially right now as we're going through this huge spiritual transformation on this planet. So, okay, so moving forward. So here's a little, I had some coloring pages from Coloring It Forward that were damaged, so I incorporated them into this book. So Coloring It Forward is a business run by a Métis artist, and businesswoman named Diana Frost, based out of Calgary, Alberta. And she's published a lot of my artwork and my book. And she makes coloring books. I've never been featured in any of her coloring books. I have my work in some of her other stuff, but this is part of the coloring book pages that got damaged, so I'm just incorporating in my artwork. So this one says, some of them, the coloring books also come with teaching. So this is on tobacco medicine. When we picked medicines, we used tobacco to ask our Creator to use those medicines to heal us, to heal our people. We always made those offerings. And then I found this picture of some sage, pastor sage, and that's the kind of sage that we use for smudging. And I just thought that was a nice picture to add to this page, and I just made a little altered paper clip with some feather fabric, some nice star wallpaper, because we're all star dust and star beings. We all come from the stars. Look at this cute little footprint paper clip I got from somewhere, and this is a flashcard. I got Cree flashcards because that's my mom's first language was Cree. She's passed away, so I don't have my teacher anymore, but I know this word already. It's wapus, which means rabbit. So I thought, you know what, I don't need to learn this word because I already know what it is, so I'm gonna make a journal card out of it. So that's what I did. And on the other side is something else I clipped on, I'm pretty sure. Did I take it off? I don't know. Let's check. Oh no, I did take it off. Okay. So there we go. And then I just collaged on here, just because this paper was really thin, so I wanted to make sure it, and I'm just gonna reinforce this part here with a little bit of washi tape. So that's a page out of a book, and it says Indian, North American, I mean, and it's got the list of a bunch of different First Nations or Native American tribes on here. Another collage page. Here's some more ribbon skirt scraps, and I just stapled that in so you could take that off and do something with that. You could make tobacco ties or something. Yeah. Tobacco, I have been taught recently from a lovely friend of mine that you're supposed to smoke it at nighttime, and that's when you speak to the star elders. Whenever you have a cigarette, you're actually in ceremony when you're doing that, and you're calling them, so keep that in mind next time you have a puff. Okay, so here we go. This is one of my little star seed or extraterrestrial or ancestors, I don't know, whatever. One of my girls. And yeah, she just says, I am loved. So every journal, like I said in other videos, comes with one of my own personal mixed media art spreads. So this is the one you get with this journal. Here's some nice little dot paper. It kind of reminds me of a Métis style, so I threw that in there. This came from a doll magazine. This is from a book on native art. My friend gave me a bunch of these pictures, so I incorporated a couple into this book. That's just my son in the background. Here is, that's another coloring page. There's a little thing I got out of a book too, the Bigfoot that walks like a man. Two-legged ape-like creatures have been reported seen scores of times in remote parts of British Columbia and the northwestern United States. This beast of the wilderness, if it is a beast, is called Sasquatch in Canada, Bigfoot in the United States. It is usually described as more than 7 feet tall and walking erect, with a flattened nose, a sloping forehead, and usually long arms. Its footprints are said to be up to 17 inches long. There is no conclusive evidence that Sasquatch or Bigfoot exists, but the most persuasive documentation is 24 feet of 16mm color film taken by Roger Patterson near Yakima, Washington in 1967. The blurred film shot from a distance shows a large hairy creature loping across the clearing. Scientists disagree as to whether the film is authentic. So that's actually obviously an old thing, probably something put in place to distract the masses. Now we know from First Nations perspective that Sasquatch is real. We have people who have reported having sat in ceremonies with Sasquatch, and they say that a lot of the national parks are actually protected treaty lands for the Sasquatch people. Chris O'Connor talks about that in some of his videos, but anyways, here's a bunch of cool native pictures that I pulled. This is a tag. My grandson was gifted a star blanket at our permanency ceremony that we weren't able to attend. We adopted him, and they had a ceremony, a blanket ceremony for all the families, but we couldn't afford to go, so they mailed us the blanket. So this is the tag from that ceremony, from that event that we couldn't attend, but it came on the blanket, and that's actually how the blanket star looks. In our Indigenous teachings, there are teachings around this star blanket. The center is supposed to be the portal to which we come to do our earth walk, and we go through the portal. We get lowered down through a grandmother spider lowers us down here to do our earth walk. And each of the points means something. So there's whole teachings behind that blanket. So we come from the blue world. And there we go. Sorry, I'm going to start coughing. I'm all over my cold, but it's this cough because I have asthma. It takes forever to get rid of sometimes. I'm taking Mullen, and it's helping, but it's the cough that's nagging. Here's a little star chart. There's more of that native coloring book. It's kind of got a rip there, so I just put some washi. This comes from the library. They sell these at the library. They're just a postcard. It says, "Mail a Sasquatch. The most convenient way to send your loved ones an authentic Sasquatch, as it has become increasingly difficult to clear airport security with a standard Sasquatch." So you can cut that out and make yourself a little Sasquatch. Cutie. Come from a book on native history and artifacts. And here we got another raven. We got owl. I love that picture. Beautiful. This is some wallpaper. There's another little pocket with some more goodies. This is all mostly nature themed. There's a coyote who also is used the message of, he's a trickster just like the raven, and associated with Sasquatch as well. Lots of really pretty pictures in here. This is from a scarf that I was gifted, and the artwork on it was beautiful, so I kept it, threw it in there. There's the little people in our native language. There's a name for these and I can't remember how to say it. It's been a while since I've said it. But we believe in the little people too. They have their villages in the forest, and you can see them when you're really in tune. Another collage. This is really thin paper, so I collaged it to give it some sturdiness. I guess in European they call them fairies, and they do have fairies here, but there's teachings around that too. The fairies in Europe, I think they're just finding out that there's fairies over here too. Like just like we have clans and tribes and stuff, they do too. There's a cool picture of a Native American woman in the teepee. Picture of an eagle I fussy cut out and glued on there. Some moose. How you say eagle in Cree is Mikisu, and that's Musa. This is a drawing that I did. It says Kiem life. That's a Cree term that it's kind of like saying like let it go. To me, it's kind of more like forgiveness. If something's upsetting you and disturbing your peace, you just say Kiem, and then you just let that go, because you recognize that when you start to get things bugging you, it's because you're listening to your ego and you're not listening to spirit. So if you make that switch, you say Kiem, let's let that go. I'm not going to listen to my ego. I'm going to listen to spirit. Okay, and look at this beautiful picture that came out of some pages of my friend gave me these Native Nations of the Pacific Northwest, and it's got like artwork from, I don't know if they're the same artist or different artists, but just gorgeous artwork. Sue Coleman. I don't know if this is all Sue Coleman or what, but beautiful. And then that's the end. So that's my Sasquatch journal that's got some nice teachings in there. So I'm gonna charge for this one. I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna go with $90, and then shipping's extra on top of that. Excuse me. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video.